easy for a sports fan to watch a game and criticize the players and assume that they suck and that they can do better. I do it all the time. You do it all the time. Let's not lie about it. But any job in professional sports is hard, except for being a punter. And that's not remotely true. I have no idea why I said it. Being a punter is very hard. I can't do it, and neither can you. I'm Mike Cantalupo, and today we look at the top 10 sports jobs that are really, really freaking hard to have. Number 10 goes to the franchise-saving overall pick. Especially if you're a quarterback on this one, you're either going to be a superstar Hall of Famer or a complete bust. There's really no in between there, at least in the eyes of the fans. For example, take a look at Peyton Manning, who was the #1 overall pick in 1998, versus Jamarcus Russell, who was the #1 overall pick in 2007. You're either going to save the franchise or fans are going to hate you, and that's just way too much pressure for some people. Number 9 goes to a Red Sox player with a lucrative contract. Playing in Boston sounds incredible, and playing in Boston while being freaking rich sounds even better. So why is this on the list again? It's because Boston fans get personal. Let's take a look at a couple examples. Carl Crawford signed a $142 million contract in 2010 with Boston. Nowadays, fans only see him as a massive failure. That continues on with Pablo Sandoval, who signed a $95 million deal, and now fans only see him as a huge free agent bust. Recently, David Price signed a $217 million deal, and so far it's not looking so good for him. But there's still rich as all hell, and I'm here making YouTube videos. Number 8 goes to being a Dallas Cowboys quarterback. The Cowboys have had over 40 starting QBs in the team's history, and really only 3 stand out. You have Roger Staubach, who won 2 Super Bowls for the team, Troy Aikman, who was a part of the 90s dynasty teams, and Tony Romo? Maybe? I mean, he's made a bunch of Pro Bowls, but has he won anything? 3 quarterbacks, maybe 2.5. Let's go with 2.5 quarterbacks out of over 40 for America's team. Good luck, Dak. You're doing just fine without my luck. You don't need my luck. Number 7 goes to being a major league pitcher in the playoffs. October baseball sets apart the greats from the they're all right, especially when it comes to pitching. Madison Bumgarner. That man always finds a way to win, no matter what. He is clutch in one of the toughest situations in all of sports. Even Mariano Rivera, the greatest closer of all time, blew a number of memorable saves, like Game 7 of the 2001 World Series. Even the best fall down sometimes. Even the wrong words seem to rhyme. Number 6 goes to the catcher of a knuckleball. For example, on this, the Toronto Blue Jays and New York Mets both used Josh Thole to catch R.A. Dickey's knuckleball. Well, what were his batting stats? He struck out 28 times and batted .169 in his 50 games with the Jays in 2016. See, the point is, if you could catch a knuckleball in this league, you don't have to do anything else because it is that tough and there are only so many people who can handle it. Number 5 goes to being a kicker in the NFL playoffs. Poor Billy Cundiff. He was one of the NFL's most accurate and reliable kickers. Then he missed a 32-yarder that would have sent the Baltimore Ravens to the 2011 AFC Championship. And he hasn't been a full-time starter since 2013. It doesn't just end with Billy Cundiff. Blair Walsh missed a 32-yard field goal in an NFC wildcard round in 2015, and he was as reliable as it came, but then after that kick, it kind of messed with his psyche, and he was released mid-season this year by the Vikings. So there's obviously a reason why a kicker like Adam Vinatieri is thought of as a future Hall of Famer. Vinatieri won multiple Super Bowls for his time kicking with the Pats, and you can't say that about many other people because not many other people can do what he did and have the poise that he did. Being an NFL kicker isn't easy, especially in the playoffs, and obviously it makes or breaks your career. Number 4 goes to the defender of LeBron James. I personally think this one's a little unfair. You could kind of say that it's going to be tough to defend one-on-one any superstar in the league. It's just James's style of play and his size that makes him stand out. You could be quick enough to guard his quickness, but are you strong enough? No. You could be strong enough, but are you quick enough? No. No one is. No one is. Number 3 is being a backup to an elite quarterback. Sure, you hold a clipboard most of the time, and people have had success like Matt Castle and Aaron Rodgers in backing up superstar quarterbacks, but how'd Curtis Painter do replacing Peyton Manning in Indianapolis in 2011? Yeah, I forgot Curtis Painter existed. Number 2 is being a goalie in Toronto or Montreal. These are two teams over a century old, but the Habs haven't won a cup since 1993, and the Leafs haven't even been to the final since 1967, and these fan bases live and breathe hockey and are itching for success. But if you're a goalie for either of these teams, you are the most scrutinized player in maybe all of Canada. Patrick Waugh, who is the best goalie ever, was run out of town by the demanding Habs fans. Canadians, eh? They're crazy. The number 1 hardest job in sports is being an NFL head coach. You think being a coach is hard in any sport, but it's super hard when you're an NFL head coach. Think about the work week. On Monday and Tuesday, you watch the film of an upcoming opponent and also your last game. You talk to the media and you create a game plan for the upcoming game. On Wednesday and Thursday, you try to implement that game plan while also doing more of the same stuff that you did on Monday and Tuesday. And then on Friday, you also work on implementing the game plan, and then you also have to talk to the media, and then on Saturday, you just have to pray. On Sunday, you have to make the most stressful decisions in all of sports, and you have to do it 17 times, and then more if you make it into the playoffs. This is starting to sound like me as the head coach of my fantasy football team. What other jobs in sports do you think are incredibly hard? Join us in the comment section below, and if you like this video or learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton, and we really, really appreciate it. If you're new to Total Pro Sports, though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.